Hello guys, welcome to the stream. आज बहुत दिन 2 दिन के बाद लाइव कर रहा हूँ guys। थोड़ा दोस्तों थोड़ा मोड़ा क्या बोलते हैं हेल्थ इश्यू आ गया था, इसलिए 2 दिन के बाद लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ। कुछ भी टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते हुए सरासर गेम पे आगे बढ़ती है भाई, बढ़ती है दोस्तों गाइज। थोड़ा फॉर्ट से गाइज आज से डिवीजन 3 से शुरू करना पड़ रहा है भाई गाइज। आज का हमारा पहला अपोनेंट मिल चुका है। चलो भाई
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
let's go guys.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct, in providing a threat up front. We're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Swings in across.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone.
Olise! A real chance and a real let-off. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Van Dijk clears it away. And that's definitely not his best. Olise. Now it's Neymar. Twente still without a single shot on target. Olise. Bellingham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Adams gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he cuts out the supply. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. Rivaldo. Half an hour played now. Now it's Forlan. And this is Rivaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquinhos opts for safety. And Adams. Beckenbauer. And the return pass. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Rivaldo. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Twente with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Osimhen is onto this. Now this could be a chance. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. David Villa. Osimhen. Belletti. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's Marquinhos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Osimhen.
Nice,
That's the
man.
keeper's ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Decent
ओ
chance!
भाई क्या सेव है.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 8. Iniesta.
He's got tall.
ओ भाई यार
And he
कैसे
hits
गोल
the
मार
net.
दिया भाई.
Just to pick me up the whole game needs. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal. It's Rivaldo!
ओ भाई क्या सेव
And
है.
a terrific save from the keeper.
Rivaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Number 18.
Twente have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is
Defending of the desperate variety. Twente are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
हेडिंग भाई.
Rivaldo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Back into the middle. And he welcomes it in. Osimhen!
substitution on the field. Bellingham. Number 10.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field. Number 7. De Bruyne. Number 17. Yamal.
Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rijkaard. That's a cute ball.
There
And
will
he's
be
picked
5
out the
minutes
run.
added time.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rivaldo. We are into overtime. And that's another good win of the ball. That's at the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
चलो भाई चलो गोल तो मारते हैं ना भाई.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Let's go, guys.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times. This is a chance for a shot! Damian. Can he latch on to this? Rivaldo. Neymar. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
Forlan really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Dembele. And it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Twente, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Might be danger here. He has found the way through. He's having a shot!
Nice goal, man.
Goal! Twente Inskade! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Del Piero. Now it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's found there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Rivaldo. That's a shade optimistic.
Japan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan claims comfortably. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Shapes to shoot! That's really well cleared. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get it through? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Beckenbauer is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And this, an opportunity to pull level. It's a loose ball. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
20, 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rivaldo, looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Schmeichel is there to clear. 20 just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Del Piero. Costa Curta makes the interception. So we've reached the hour mark. Played over towards the opposite flank. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Forlan. Messi. Oh, well measured. Adams cuts it out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Dembele. And here's Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head...
Messi! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
20 clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. 20 moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Rivaldo. Bellingham. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Peter, I don't envy that defence in having to face Javier Saviola. His nickname of Rabbit says a lot. Fast and elusive, and pretty good at finding holes.
Yes, smart in the box.
Difficult to handle.
Marquinhos. Now it's Rivaldo. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Costa Curta. De Bruyne. Twente are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Oh, played right into his path. Well read, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rivaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Twente with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And that has been cleared. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Forlan. Rice. Argentina upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get.
Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Now it's Saviola. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rice. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Now it's Messi. He's through here. Decent chance! Forlan! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those people.
Twente are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the
Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Twente, 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 11.
Here we go again then.
Neymar. Coming on the field is...
20 do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. He's having a go! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Rodri. And that has put paid to that. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. A probing pass. And it's De Bruyne. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rivaldo. 20, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Marquinhos. 20, looking to pass their way through. Rivaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
20 really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And here's Haaland. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Costa Curta. Yamal. It's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Nice looking ball. Ronaldo looking to get on the end of this. And he shoots! He's kept it out just.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Rice plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
They want to be quick to recover this. Koundé's cross. Adams gets it clear. And this is Cruyff.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Passing nice and neat. Now it's Haaland. Spread it left. And they can counter here. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Edison. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks. He's got a...
And he's had a hit! Yeah, he's fouled him there. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Roberto Carlos! That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And here's Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Neymar. Rivaldo. Oh, facing up to his... Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Filippo Inzaghi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And he welcomes it in. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckenbauer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar tries to cross. And he's cleared it back out. Twente with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham gets across to intercept that. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rivaldo, played out to the left flank, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Twente have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Forlan was a... Rivaldo! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
20 are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets things going for the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Adams getting this one clear. Lovely feet. Rivaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rivaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
20 have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants...
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van Balten gets it clear, and it's River. Goes for goal! Chouameni. And it's Azar. It's Batistuta. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get it through?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Inzaghi. Bellingham. 20 still have the cards to affect this game. Maldini. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, this is a great... And he shoots! He scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a... Oh, smashing header! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And very quickly, the substitute takes a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Filippo Inzaghi. De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. Rivaldo. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Might come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pings it across. Tries to get it clear. Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly...
Shot a goal! It's there! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Messi! Messi! Genius! A finish right from the top draw. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking.
Gets his head on it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Cannavaro with the clearance. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Knocks it out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and it's played in. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Twente given another corner. Twente have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. In by Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Out to the left it goes. Gets a good foot in there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Great vision. Now it's Forlan. He's picked his way through. Forlan. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Beckenbauer. Marquinhos. And here's Forlan. Played out wide. Rivaldo. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Neymar. Now it's Forlan. 20, finding their passes. Roberto Carlos delivers. Costa Curta clears it away. That's a good run down the left. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bellingham. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Forlan. He plays one through. Matches Cunha! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
20 are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he was quick to react. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cannavaro. Belletti. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, no joy this time. Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Diego Forlan. Coming on to replace him is number
Messi,
9,
looking understandably energised after his goal. Haaland is fouled. Cannavaro has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red. Beckenbauer. Played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham just eases him off the ball. Bellingham is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 17, Jamal. Number 13, Rafael van der Vaart.
Twente making another change here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Out towards the flank. He has found the way through. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Van der Vaart could move up a gear here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's the throw.
Substitution on the field. Bellingham. Number 19. Marquinhos.
And it's
Coming on the
Iniesta.
field, number 7. De Bruyne.
Nice bit of trickery.
Number 8.
Bruno
Iniesta.
Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rivaldo. Belletti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van der Vaart. He's in space and looking for options. And the number on the board is 3. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Bro, if you want to comment, just comment on English. Just comment on English, brother. Let's go, guys.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way...
Oh, well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Marquinhos gets good... Goes for goal! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, that's been intercepted. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rivaldo. And it's Rivaldo. Quality ball. First quarter of an hour gone. He's just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! France! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first moment of real Rivaldo! And that wasn't far away.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Donatoni. And he's heaved it away. And he shoots! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Forlan.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He is... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are scoring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control. And it's Bellingham.
Added time.
And this is Forlan. Donatoni. Vieri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
To the screen for information provided by the local police.
Here we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Bellingham. Messi. Bellingham. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieri in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Vieri. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Cafu. And it's played in. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. He watched it all the way And the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi, just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Zanetti gets it away. Strokes it back. Well, that's an excellent interception. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through. Donadoni unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Forlan.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get free. Zanetti.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end.
Decent chance! He scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 14,
France are having a ball here.
Lionel Messi.
Can he get onto this? He's got away.
Substitution.
Cafu gets into some space. Oh, what has happened here? Adams clears it away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Threads one in. Van Dijk. And we're done. Twente suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts,
Please be
Jim?
reminded the drink.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field.
Applies the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Forlan! Fantastic from Forlan!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Twente leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's good vision. And this is Rivaldo. A probing pass. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gattuso. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Oyarzabal. Lovely, now there's the shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's going for goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bellingham just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rivaldo. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. And it's made its way to him. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Forlan. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Cleared without hesitation. Twente have got it back and they'll have another go. Gattuso getting this one clear.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a shade optimistic. Goes for a shot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that was as close. And the half-time whistle goes.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chiellini. Costa Curta. Bellingham. Messi. Now it's Forlan. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And now they can clear their lines and claimed it back swiftly. Bellingham. Now it's Forlan.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Shot, surely! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bellingham deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Here's Rivaldo. And it's Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Deftly away. Marquinhos. Costa Curta. Rivaldo. Bellingham. Messi, who's set up 1 goal so far. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options. He's having a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Bellingham. Number 18.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 10, Messi. Number 11, Neymar. Number 20, Rivaldo. Coming on the field.
Beckenbauer.
Number 7,
Marquinhos.
De Bruyne. Number 9,
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Haaland.
And it's Roberto
Number
Carlos.
17, Yamal.
Now that's well seen too.
Number 13, Rafael van der Vaart. Number 8, Iniesta.
De Bruyne.
Only 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add according to the board. And we're done. 20, illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
And we come to you now with
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we? He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Bellingham. Well, now it's a red. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a decent clearance. The ball's gone astray. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he...
Big header! Goal! Twente Insigne! And Twente score first! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rivaldo. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Mateus! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Costa Curta. Twente are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's having a go! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
No, it's come to nothing. That's really well cleared. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Twente are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Twente have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's been caught napping! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Rivaldo. Tries to pass it through. And this is Forlan. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chiellini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It could be in here.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. He's beaten the last man.
Great chance! They've scored!
And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Climbs up big, off the post. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Looking for options for movement. Look at the space. Can he finish? And it's in!
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Looking to play him in. Now it's Haaland. Chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Twente with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Iwobi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance, surely! They've done it! And again they hit the front. Not so much sophistication and doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And he's there to retrieve it. Mateus. And he's picked out the run. And he's through. It's one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be
added